Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show, present the SmackDown Ring Report. Coming up here on the SmackDown Ring Report, we look at matches of the night and the after show. What went down on SmackDown tonight? What's going on with Solo Sikoa trying to have a change of be to Roman Reigns? We'll talk about it coming up. These matches that be exciting. Naomi set to take on Blair Davenport one on one. Blair Davenport has been doing cheap shots on Naomi. And Naomi looking for a measure of revenge. And Naomi get a measure of revenge tonight. We'll see. Also, too, Kevin Owens gets prepared to take on the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship at Bash at Berlin. But he first goes against Grayson Waller one on one. Prep himself. Speaking of that, WWE Tag Team Championship No One Contenders match as DIY looking to take on the Street Profits. Who wants it the most between the Street Profits and DIY? Both are former tag team champions. Can they get their reign? We'll get to it coming up. Speaking of that, Nia Jax hosted her WWE Women's Championship celebration hosted by Miss Moneybank Tiffany Stratton. Nia Jax getting herself prepared and ready. We'll get that as well. We know that Roman Reigns is in the house. The tribal chief, the original tribal chief, is in the house, and he wants to end the new bloodline once and for all. Can Roman do so? We'll get to that. And plus, too, we're hearing reports that Mark Henry made some ignorant comments on what's going on about Mr. McMahon. What is really going on? We'll devolve into that. What's going on with Mark Henry and stuff. And two, we just got some big news on the wrestling front that AEW all in 2026. We'll get that more as the Pro Wrestling Show starts. It's not important. It starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the SmackDown Ring Report. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Diggs. Join the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Here on the Pro Wrestling Show, join in the conversation. Man, oh man, what a show we have for you. We're going to kick things off with a celebration fit for a queen, and that celebration did fit for the queen. We get to Nia Jax, and Nia Jax kicks things off with her Women's Championship celebration hosted by Tiffany Stratton. And Nia Jax came into the ring with pageantry, circumstances, you name it. Nia Jax, the new WWE Women's Champion, came out there fit for a queen. We know that Nia won the Queen of the Ring tournament earlier this summer. Nia again, like we know that Randy Savage used to do back in his entrance and stuff. Nia Jax celebrating the win, celebrating her victory and stuff. Just she got interrupted by Miss Shin. So I'm assuming Miss Shin will be the first contender for Nia's title. Nia Jax getting herself prepared for what's to come and what's in store for Nia. Nia getting herself ready, getting herself prepared on what she might have to do, what she's looking forward to doing and stuff. But Miss Shin trying to get her in left with a kendo stick. So Miss Shin will probably be the first contender for the WWE Women's Championship. But Miss Shin doing this right here, this damage to Nia. See right here, she hit pretty deadly in the back, pretty deadly. Really trying to get away from Miss Shin. Miss Shin hit pretty deadly so hard and hit him with the kendo stick. Miss Shin that she wants to be next in line for a shot at the WWE Women's Championship. And that could be a possibility for Miss Shin. But Tiffany Stratton did host the event. The event was that you can see right here, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, the hostess with the mostest, getting herself ready and prepared for what she has going on. Tiffany Stratton led an all-star celebration. What she believes that many people are still wondering, considering, could Nia Jax be swerved? That Tiffany Stratton is there to take her throne when Tiffany Stratton feels like it, when the time is right. Nia Jax getting herself prepared. One thing about Nia Jax, I'll say this: Nia, she capitalized on the opportunity and she got it. So look at Nia Jax now. Nia Jax knows a thing or two about what she wants to do. So we could see Nia versus Meek Shin down the road. Nia versus Meek Shin on the road to WrestleMania. And I'll say that right now. Nia Jax getting herself prepared. Meek Shin hitting pretty deadly, hitting them so hard that they were taking whipping boards to that night. So hey, Nia Jax getting herself ready. And then she did even more damage right here. I think Meek Shin will get a women's championship match next week until General Manager all this came out of nowhere to reprimand Nia and told Nia about herself. Nia really didn't want to hear that until the General Manager stepped in and did what he needed to do. Well, it was a night full of all stars from a lot of different worlds from NXT. NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez was in the house. We know they was in Orlando. Roxanne Perez enjoying the view, as well as the NXT champion Ethan Page getting his ringside view of what's going on, as well as former NXT champion Trick Williams. Trick Williams was in the house as well. Trick Williams getting a bird's eye view as well as Titus O'Neil, who is a WWE ambassador, was in the house as well. Titus O'Neil promoting his book. Titus O'Neil, everybody was in the house. So everybody from NXT were in the house tonight. Well, we know Solo Sikoa saying that he had those tribal chief beads, those red beads, and he was telling Tama Tonga about the history of the beads, like whoever wears these beads is the tribal chief. And we haven't seen Paul Heyman or nothing like that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Heyman got something to do with it or what. But Tama Tonga wanted to know more about the beads, and Solo gave Tama Tonga a history lesson that he thought he needed. But Tama Tonga told him, "You are the tribal chief. You need to act like it." I think building confidence into Solo getting himself together, and what he needs to do. So we'll tell you a little bit earlier what went down early on. Well, Carmelo Hayes finally get that monkey out his back. He finally beat Andrade after he's been wanting the Andrade. He was so hell bent on defeating Andrade. He did so by cheating. It was an amazing match. The fans in the crowd were astonished and amazed by Andrade and Carmelo Hayes' athleticism. And that was that. Carmelo Hayes finally get a win over Andrade. This is far from over between them two, when I tell you that. United States champion LA Knight made an appearance tonight. LA Knight sending a message to his number one contender, his challenger for the U.S. Championship next week, Santos Escobar. Santos did a sat down summit or dinner, whatever you want to call it. Santos saying that everybody in the La Familia group needs to readjust, get themselves together, because Santos wants to win the coveted United States Championship. Santos did try to go for the championship, but he turned his back on Rey Mysterio, thinking Rey Mysterio was the one that held him back. And maybe Rey Mysterio was the one that held him back. We don't know. But Santos saying that he wants to rechange his strategy. He wants to cover the United States Championship, and he wants it bad. And he got to do what he has to do to win the United States Championship, and he wants to win it so bad. Well, he got to take it from this new title holder, LA Knight. If he wants to become U.S. champion, he has to do what he has to do to become the United States champion. This will be LA Knight's first title defense since winning the championship at SummerSlam over Logan Paul. So LA Knight looking for no favors. This is his first title defense. We'll see if LA Knight can take down Santos Escobar and what would be next for Santos if he doesn't win the United States Championship. We will see on that. Also, too, we get to this. Blair Davenport won her match tonight against Naomi. Blair Davenport getting herself together. I'll say that. Blair Davenport winning over Naomi over upset. Blair Davenport has been a thorn on Naomi's side for quite some time. And this is Blair's moment to shine. And Blair wants to do what she needs to do to win. So this might propel her to win the women's championship down the road. Blair Davenport may be on the road. So we'll see on what Blair's going to do. And this feud between Blair and Naomi is far from over. You can tell right now, Blair and Naomi, on what's going on with them and stuff. Well, the Street Profits took on DIY to win the number one contendership. And next week, the Street Profits, an opportunity of a lifetime once again. Could they win the tag team championships next week? The Street Profits had that opportunity next week to take away the tag team championships. The Street Profits wants to win some way, somehow. This is the Street Profits moment. If they can wrestle away the tag team championships from a very strong Bloodline. We'll tell you what the Bloodline did a little bit, but just prepare to do what they need to do. But the Street Profits want all the smoke, and they're gonna get all the smoke next week for tag team titles. We know that Cody Rhodes will be in the WWE Championship against Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens said he didn't want to be the number one contender for the WWE Championship. Kevin Owens saying that he felt like he was unworthy of getting this shot at the WWE Championship. And Kevin Owens, this is the time. He went against Grayson Waller. Kevin Owens took it to Grayson Waller and won his match. After Cody had came in out of nowhere, Kevin Owens wanted to put that out there that he wanted to take down Grayson, and he did. Grayson Waller really didn't have no chance tonight in this match. Grayson Waller got to realize, like, damn, what I got to do to win. I think there's still problems between Grayson and Austin Theory, but those problems may have to arise a little bit later on and stuff. But Cody Rhodes came out there. We may set up a tag team match between Cody and Kevin Owens taking on Grayson and Austin Theory. You might see that coming up a little bit down the road. So, hey, we'll see how that's going to progress. Well, we told you Giovanni Vinci says he's coming to SmackDown. Giovanni Vinci coming to SmackDown. He's coming to the Blue brand. They're doing like NXT. Giovanni Vinci want to be his own man. He don't want to be an Imperium no more. Which, I mean, we'll see how this is going to go. But I think he should have been better off on the Imperium. But, hey, with Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. But we'll see how that's going to play out eventually down the road. Well, we get to Solo with Tama Tonga in the ring. Solo and Tama Tonga awaiting the presence of the tribal chief, the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns came out there. And Roman Reigns came out there to show that he wants his tribal chief beads back. Roman Reigns came out there with a pump of circumstances, came out there with a big, strong crowd reaction. Roman took down Solo and Tama Tonga, and he did try to retrieve his beads. I think what they're doing is ancient storytelling with on the Raw side with CM Punk and Drew fighting over a bracelet. With Drew stealing CM Punk's bracelet with his wife and his dog. Same here with Roman with the bead, with the necklace and stuff, the tribal chief necklace. And I think that's where it's gonna lead to. Well, Roman did have the upper hand on Solo and Tomatonga until Jacob Fatu, the Savage Warrior, came out there and attacked Roman Reigns. We expected that. We knew it was coming. And Roman Reigns got beat up mercifully, even got Shield style beat down by the new bloodline. You can tell this is building to a Survivor Series when these men all will meet and who Roman's going to enlist to help him take down this new bloodline, because Solo was Roman's enforcer, and now Solo on his own and has his own enforcer in Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. But Jacob Fatu is the most wild and dangerous man in the world. He's better yet the most dangerous man in the planet. So Roman has his hands full. So we'll see. They took down Roman. We don't know when Roman's going to return. I think they were just setting up for Roman to take a leave right then and there. But hey, it was good. All right, that ends the SmackDown Ring Report. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we want to talk about a lot going on in the state of wrestling. We're going to kick off with this. We just found out that WWE Hall of Famer Roman's uncle of the legendary Wild Samoan Sika right here. If we get the photo right here, this is Roman's picture right here. Once we get Sika on here, Sika passed away today at the age of at almost 81 years old. Man, but Sika lived a long life, and Sika passed away. Roman, his great nephew was all there. So Sika lived like he was part of Wild Samoan. His brother, Alpha. Alpha passed away. His brother Sika just passed away not too long ago in June of this year. So Wild Samoans decided that they're gonna go to the heavens and wrestle. They're gonna be welcome with open arms now in heaven, in wrestling heaven. A lot of people waiting, anticipating in wrestling heaven. But we want to send our prayers and condolences to the family of the Alinoli family and the family of Sika. Even Triple H chimed in on it. The WCOO said this, that Alpha was devoted to his family, dominant in the ring, and dedicated to building the future generation of WWE superstar. My thoughts are with the entire family as we remember the legendary Alpha. Man, Alpha passed away at the age of 81. We want to send our condolences here on the Pro Wrestling Show to Alpha and his family. Even to the point right here, Alpha's son sent this right here. What's going on? You can tell he was a little bit frail, but hey, he went on and you ain't got to worry no more. What's going on? Also, too, we getting reports like yesterday. AEW just announced that they're going to be doing All In. They're going to do All In Texas in 2026 in July. So All In Texas coming in July. So hey, we see some of the All In, some of the AEW stars. I think they're trying to put a lot of diversity into it. A lot of minorities, as some of them are the world champions. Got Swerve Strickland, the AEW champion. Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, the TBS champion, and Athena used to be known as I forgot her name. Ember Moon. She the Ring of Honor Women's champion. So they're trying to build minorities and see how that's going to go down the road. So hey, we'll see. And another recent showing right here, Brock Lesnar out and about right here in the recent showing. I don't know where Brock was at, but Brock was out and about. We don't know what's going on with Brock with his ongoing case with WWE, and when he's going to return to WWE due to him being associated with the Vince McMahon scandal. So hey. Well, we want to say this right here. Mark Henry, world's strongest man, Looks like he's set to defend Mr. McMahon. Yeah, he's victim shaming Mr. McMahon. The victims of Mr. McMahon, allegedly. He's saying where was the suffering when they was getting BMWs and millions of dollars. I think Mark Henry is out of line and out of whack with that. I hope he comes with an apology to support the victims because we don't know. That's because you was around Vince McMahon and you've been around him and you thought he was a nice, decent guy. Everybody else may not be the same. So I think Mark Henry went out of pocket with it. Hope he retract his statements because that's not a good look for Mark Henry. We're hearing this report that Mark Henry is supporting the Vince McMahon. We're hearing the legend of Vince McMahon with the sex trafficking stuff. What's going on with that? But I just hope he just retracts his statements and double down on it because you got to educate yourself on what you got to know. You just can't put yourself thinking just because this man done you right all your life. And we just recently had a docu series, and it was just crazy. It was just wow. Mark Henry would say something like that. I think he's gonna have to address that on his podcast. And then this was what he said. The BM did they pass by because you're suffering, but you should be suffering all the time, right? That I don't know. I just come from a different time. Maybe you do, Mark. Maybe you do, but you need to kind of double down. So hopefully Mark Henry will double down on that and retract his statements. Well, before we go, we're hearing reports that Lashley and MVP, we don't know who filed the trademark. Lashley and MVP may be coming to AEW. Rumor to report that they might be coming. Who knows? We're hearing that Lashley, this is someone wrote a graphic or something. I don't know why they did that, but hey, this is the Hurt Syndicate. We don't know what that means or what that going to detail or what. The Hurt Syndicate, who knows? But I mean, it got like ring to it, like kind of align with the Hurt business. But who knows? But we'll see how this is going to go. When Bobby Lashley, we don't know what he's going to do, but we know that he's done with WWE. We just found out. Even the team that he was mentoring tonight, the Street Profits, won their one tag could be going for tag team gold under his leadership. They didn't even explain or speculate what Bobby Lashley went on something. They just didn't. But, hey, that's wrestling for you. But before we go, we told you about Sika Alpha. I meant to say Alpha had passed away at the age of 81. Now his nephew Roman Reigns just sent out a tweet right here, and our family has suffered another great loss with the pass of my uncle and WWE Hall of Famer Alpha. We thank everyone for their support and are comforted by the fact that he's now resting in peace. Alpha and my father Sika were loving brothers, greatest tag team of their generation. Now they reunited together in heaven, rest in power in Wild Smalls. Man, they're just wild and crazy. Wild Smalls just passed away. In 2 years, months each other. You might want to say this high 2024. Wild Smalls passed away. Well, speaking of some more, we're gonna leave you with Roman Reigns trying to get back his tribal TV, and all of a sudden, the new bloodline led by Solo Sikoa decides to end the party, and they end the party right by taking down Roman Reigns with Jacob Fatu and Tamatonga at toe. Thank you for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long. Y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday for another edition for the Raw Ring Report on the Pro Wrestling Show and throughout the week on NXT, AEW, and SmackDown, and much more. We'll see you this next week, this Monday, for the Raw Ring Report. I'm your host, Dick, saying so long. Thanks for watching the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll see you later.